There is a moment. A flash of heat in your chest. A clenched jaw. A racing heart. And then, the words you can't take back. The damage you didn't mean to cause. The silence that follows after the storm. That is anger. Not the cause but the consequence. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, once asked, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the cause of it?" He didn't say anger was evil. He didn't say we wouldn't feel it. But he knew, as all wise men do, that our reaction is what destroys us, not the offense itself. Anger is a fire. It feels powerful. It surges through you like lightning. It promises justice. It promises control. But it lies. Because anger is not strength, it's instability. It makes you reckless. It robs you of your reason. It convinces you that reaction is strength. But the strongest man is not the one who strikes back. It is the one who stays still while the storm rages. Seneca said, "Anger, an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured." What offends you is not always within your power, but what you become in response, that is. A man is insulted. He can lash out, raise his voice, strike, or he can hold his peace. Not because he is weak, but because he is wise. Anger is almost always an illusion. It tells you the insult was the injury, but the real damage comes after. The burned bridges. The broken trust. The regret that gnaws at you when the fire dies out. Epictetus taught, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." A man who is truly free cannot be enslaved by his own emotions. He rules himself first. A Stoic is not a cold man. He feels everything but is mastered by nothing. He is not triggered. He is not provoked. He is not tossed by the chaos of others. He sees anger for what it is, a thief of peace, a thief of reason, a thief of progress. He asks not, "Who offended me?" He asks, "Why did I give them the power to?" That is Stoicism. To feel the fire rise. And still, choose stillness. Let me tell you a story. Once, a Stoic philosopher was served wine in his favorite cup. The servant dropped it. It shattered. The room went quiet. The servant trembled, expecting rage. But the philosopher only smiled. He said, "That cup was always meant to break. And I was always meant to respond with peace." That is Stoic training. You don't train so life won't throw stones. You train so you won't bleed from every cut. Today, men explode at red lights. They curse over Wi-Fi signals. They fight online. They seek revenge for words on a screen. But what does it cost? Relationships, opportunities, health, peace? And for what? The cause of the anger is small. But the consequences, they are heavy. You raise your voice. You lose your job. You throw a punch. You spend a year in court. You slam a door. You destroy your home. The price of anger is always higher than the offense. You want to be a man of power? Then learn to hold your fire. You want to be respected? Then learn to master your emotions. You want peace? Then learn to protect it from yourself. The strongest man in the room is not the loudest. It's the one who can crush you, but chooses not to. That's not cowardice. That's kingship. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. The Stoic way is not to pretend anger doesn't come. It is to pause, to wait, to observe it, to ask, does this serve me, or does it enslave me? That pause, that breath, that moment of stillness in the fire, that's where your power lives. That's where you win. So how do you begin? A journal your anger, see its patterns. A breathe before you speak, give space for clarity. A choose your responses not out of emotion, but out of principle. A train your mind like a soldier daily, repeatedly, relentlessly. And when the fire rises again, because it will, you will remember. that your peace is more precious than your pride, that your destiny is too great to be derailed by small men and petty provocations, that a true Stoic doesn't fight battles that don't matter. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the cause of it? You know the answer now. You've seen the damage it brings. And more importantly, you've seen the man you could be without it. So the next time someone tries to drag you into a storm, stand like a mountain, unmoved, unbothered, unbreakable, because the fire may rage, but you are stone, and stones do not burn. If this message touched your spirit, if you've ever fought your own fire and want to rise above it, then like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let others hear the message. Let the fire become light, not destruction. This is the Stoic Spirit, where warriors are forged in silence, and power begins within.